Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Pleasantview. Today we are playing the Oldie household, which consists of Coral Oldie and her dog Dixie. Because unfortunately, Herb Oldie has passed away. Today is Friday, so Coral runs the school. She is exhausted because we kept them out so late last episode, but she runs the school, and today is actually her last work day before she retires. So after they get home from school today, and I say they because I think I'm going to have her take Dixie to school with her. Dixie, we kept Dixie out late too. We'll take some pet supplies to school with us today. And then when Coral gets home, after we pay her for today's work, we are going to have her retire because she would have the weekend off anyway. And she only has a few days left. She is 71 days old, if that is to be believed. That is not always accurate. But yeah, so she only has a few days left. She's just going to work on her hobbies, her family, and just living her best life for the days that she has left. So let's see, it is 6 a.m. She's supposed to be at school at 8, so we will wake her up. She can use the toilet at school, but she should probably take a bath. They don't actually have a shower. She only has a bathtub. We could do some redecorating. She has a little bit of money, $8,000, and we could always sell, like, this is Mary Sue's old room. I was kind of leaving it in case maybe like Lilith moved in with them or something, but that didn't happen. So we could sell all of Mary Sue's old stuff. So we could do some redecorating if we wanted to. But I was also thinking that Mary Sue, when we play the Pleasants, is going to ask Coral if she wants to move in there. Because I think that with the loss of her father and the girls going off to college, Mary Sue is by no means a family sim, but she might just want to keep her mom close. They have a decent relationship. Where is it? 75 over 75, they're BFFs. So I think that, and I don't think Daniel would be opposed to that. I mean, he gets along pretty well with his mother-in-law. They have a positive relationship, I believe. Well, they have a 0 over 0 relationship, but I don't think he would care so much. He does his own thing. The house is big enough. If anything, they would probably not want Dixie there more than anything. But so Coral might be moving in with the Pleasants in today or tomorrow, but for now, we're going to go to school. So I don't know if I want to do any super redecorating. But yeah, and then this weekend, so I will put up a poll on the channel. I'm not sure when, but sometime before Monday, we're going to need to find a new school principal. So you guys are going to have to tell me who you think that should be. You can leave your suggestions in the comments. Marylena is our school teacher at the moment. Plus, we have all of our elective teachers. So we have the 4 playables that were elective teachers earlier this week, and then we have today's elective teacher, which is a townie. You guys will see when we get to the school. I will summon him, obviously, because today is Industrial Arts Day at school. We do not have a playable sim to teach that, so it will be a townie. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. I was not paying attention. Right. And then Dixie, you need to wake up also. Dixie, wake up. All right, come here. All right, so Coral is going, oh, look, she's thinking about Herb. So Coral is going to take Dixie, and we are going to school for her last day as the school principal. All right, so Dixie and Coral are arriving. It is actually time to start school. We were an hour late today. So I did already set up our industrial arts teacher. I assigned them, and then I also bought some pet supplies because I forgot to bring them with me. So I just went ahead and bought a bed, I bought a chew toy, and I bought a bowl. So I'm actually going to have Coral go fill the bowl. That way, and these are all in spaces, so this is all outside that Dixie can get to, and then this is in the office, which Dixie can get to, because I don't know if she'll be able to get into the classrooms. She will be able to get out here also. But yeah, so Dixie can hang out today and do what she needs to do, and she should be able to take care of all of her needs. And then Coral, fill the bowl, and then Coral, you actually need to use the toilet. I was thinking about hiring a janitor for this lot. I think that would be really good. So I also put a time clock here. So when you have a business employee, you can assign them essentially a shift, a start time and a stop time, and they will automatically show up during that time. You don't have to manually call them in and tell them to leave, so you can just set somebody to come for a certain time. So we could get a janitor, and we could only have them come in the mornings or only have them come in the afternoons after lunchtime to clean up or something like that. So I'm not going to do it today just because it's Coral's last day. We'll probably do that with the new principal on Monday because I don't want to hire somebody today and then maybe something happens and then they're not available on Monday anymore, because that's 3 days away. So we are going to hire a janitor, or not I shouldn't say a janitor. We're going to hire either an assistant or a custodian, whatever you want to call them, and we'll set them with a schedule here. So let's go ahead and start school. And look, Marsha got her teenage trait. She is a vegetarian. So if you guys didn't watch the recap episode, Marsha aged up from a child to a teenager. Doesn't she look adorable? Okay, so let's start grade work for class 1. And then let's start classroom period for class 2. I'm so excited for Industrial Arts Day. Joe, where do you think you're going? No. I know. All right, come greet your students. Greet Dustin. Greet Ivy. Greet Randy. Greet Dirk. Where are the other teenagers? Some lollygaggers. Look, you have the want to meet someone new. Good job. Okay, greet Lucy. And greet Marsha. Oh, look. Dustin immediately went to create a it's not a blueprint. Let's get this. Let's get this right here. There we go. So Dustin immediately went to the architecture table. That's awesome. Oh, they must be friends. Are they friends? Kiss kiss darling? Alright, Joe, did you meet all of your students? So you are friends with Marsha, Lucy, Randy, Dustin. Yeah, I think you did. Where's Dirk? Did you introduce yourself, Dirk? No. Okay. Greet Dirk. And then Marylena, I know you're obsessed with that piano. Where's Brittany? Brittany, go here. You're in class 1, right? Did I assign her to class 1? Yeah. I don't know why her picture's not showing up, but I'm here. All right, Marylena, introduce yourself to your new pupil. Greet Brittany. Oh, somebody else is going to the architecture table. I hate that it's in the top left. That's from the old, because it's, an older game, the old resolution. Here, do one of Brittany. Can I zoom in enough or no? Yeah. There we go. Who's that? Oh, that's Ivy. Okay. All right, Coral, what are you doing? You can do whatever you want. You want to be the master of Dixie. Where is Dixie? Dixie's sleeping because she's still exhausted. Yeah, but you did fill the pet bowl like I told you to. All right. Coral, why don't you clean that up? Who's over here? Alex, are you skipping class again? Does Alex always skips class? Well, since you're over here. No. Come here. You need to come here so Joe can greet you. Oh, they're not getting along. That is... Those are not good interactions. All right, well, you know what? Why don't you activate the tech manual and lead a tech seminar? Why don't you do that, Joe? Lead a tech seminar. You didn't introduce yourself to Alex yet, but let's see if anybody comes to just listen on their own. Alex has an A+. I don't know how. Lucy has a B-. Alex gained a mechanical. That's awesome. They're listening. What good students. And then these two are over here working on their blueprints or whatever. Okay. And Brittany's playing the piano. All right. Brittany, what do you want? Oh, you want to gain a bunch of skills. Is creativity one of them? Yeah, it is. Alright, well, stay on the piano then. Why not? Let's look at everybody else. Chandler, what do you want? Chandler, you still want to talk to Lilith. Maybe I should change that. Creativity, logic. How about make a friend? We can work on making you a friend. Okay. And then Bo. Oh, Bo, you want a dog. What's your... You have an A. Alright. And then Randy, you want another charisma. You're not going to get that here, but maybe you can get that at lunchtime. You have 2 bolts with Lucy. Alright, I'm going to look at that in a minute with the teenagers. Marcia, you want to meet somebody new. We can probably get that done. Lucy, you want an A+. You currently have a B. So let's just keep locked in and get an A+ report card for you. Ivy, 3 charisma, 1 cooking. You can't get either of those in industrial arts, but you're over here doing this autonomously, so I'm pleased with that. Alex, we have locked in for you. Oh, you want to be friends with Tara. That's your mom's, like, I don't know what's going on with them, but that's kind of nice. Are you anywhere close? 15/15. Not really. You do have 2 bolts with Lucy also. You have negative chemistry with Marcia. So Ivy must be gay because she doesn't have chemistry with anybody. Yeah, Ivy must be gay and she just hasn't met another a teenager who's interested in females. Okay. Dirk. Oh, you want Misty to get a job? I don't know about that. You want to earn some money though. Earn 1,500. So actually, why don't you stop listening to that and why don't you come make a Sir Brix-a-lot and then you can sell it. We'll work on that for you. And then Dustin, you also want to earn money, so you can sell this when you're done with it. Okay. Marylena, you want to fall in love. 2 bowls with Kennedy. Kennedy's a jerk, Marylena. Look at that. Look at Bo. Look at that face. Like, what did you say, Miss Hamilton? What did you say, Miss Hamilton? Okay, she also wants to gain a cleaning and a cooking. We could definitely gain her a cleaning during her break time. And then Joe wants to earn money. He wants to reach a body skill point or get fit. Actually, he wants to talk to somebody, so we'll do that with it. Oh, he's bisexual because he has chemistry with Abhijit and Komi also. Okay. And then Coral, you need to meet Joe during the lunchtime. So let's not forget to do that. Alright, do we need to clean at all? Where's your macro? Macro, clean. Dirk has an A+, that's awesome. Okay, Dirk's gonna go make a Sir Brix-a-lot that he can sell. Apparently Brittany's not very good at the piano. Alright, Marylena, why don't you come help Chandler? So, what are you trying to do? Just read? You shouldn't be doing that. I mean, you want to gain fun, so whatever. Reading is something, I mean, my elementary teacher would have wanted us to do. Alright, Joe. That's enough of that. You want to gain some fun and you want to talk to him. Why don't you come talk to Alec, since you didn't introduce yourself to him yet? Those opportunity ones are a little overpowered, so I don't like them to do those for too long. Oh, you must have already known him because your meet someone new didn't go up. Oh, Dirk, did you finish your Sir Brix-a-lot? Here, make another one. And then sell this one. And actually, we have some stuff to do with Coral today before she retires because we have to sell some of the stuff she has in her inventory from the school. And Dustin got creativity. Very good. I don't think he needs that for his job, but... Oh, he did need that for his job. He's not going to get promoted to level 3 before he ages up. He ages up today, actually, so... And then what are the girls doing? I want to look at Lucy's chemistry. So I want to look at all their chemistry. So let's look at Marcia's chemistry. Marcia has no good chemistry with anybody. She's got negative with Alex. and Dirk. But Lucy has 2 bolts with Alex and 2 bolts with Randy. Let's deactivate the tech manual. All right, she still wants to get an A+. Can she study at all? The only thing that would get her that up is this. But here, why don't you come make a toy robot? You're in industrial arts. You should be doing something like that. And then Marcia, you can make a toy robot also. And then Joe, you wanted to talk to Randy, right? Play catch? No. Talk. Randy's giving Alex a noogie. Dirk is cheering on Lucy. Okay. Brittany gained her creativity skill point. That's awesome. Very good. You can stop hurting everybody's ears now, honey. Why don't you just come work on this? Alright, it's almost 11, so it's almost lunchtime. Let's check on Dixie. She's still sleeping. I fixed sending checks to young adults. So, I think we're going to do that with Coral right now before I forget. So if you guys remember last episode, I wanted her to send a check, like a scholarship, to Angela and Lilith. What we are going to do is we are going to sell one of these for 10,000, and we are going to have her set amount. It's at 2,500. We're going to select a payee, and we're going to select Angela, and we're going to send a check to Angela. Everybody's despawning because I went into Coral's inventory. So because I went into Coral's inventory, everybody's despawning. Well, it's just about lunchtime anyway. So what we're going to do is finish this class and finish this class. And once Bo, who I think is the last person, despawns, then we will reset everything. Okay, now we're going to end school. We're going to go forward a minute or two, and then we're going to start school. And there everybody is. Okay. All right, and now it's actually time for lunch. So we are going to start classroom period for all pupils. I always forget. All right, so we will do the checks later because Coral has to go supervise lunch now because that's the principal's job. I always forget you can't go into their inventory during. That means everybody's needs reset too. Yeah. Oops. Oh well. That's okay. Well, it's lunchtime, guys, so do your thing. Alright, so Marylena, come out here. Nobody's, like, super hungry, though, so Marylena, I would like you to meet Joe, because he's your colleague. And then Coral, you need to meet Joe. And then greet Marylena. Do you know all of your teachers? I haven't been doing great at making sure she meets. So there's John Burb. She doesn't know all the teachers. I've been doing so bad at getting her to meet the teachers. Oops. Alright, so let them do whatever they're doing out here. They need to eat if they're hungry. Let's make sure that Marcia gets something. Oh, she's gossiping and Lucy is not interested. Let's make sure that Marcia gets something vegetarian. A tortilla veggie tray. Wait. So, Marylena, who are you networking with? Joe. Turns out I'm your boss's cousin. Your Coral's cousin. And I'm phoning in a favor he owes me. Joe's boss is female. Next time you go to work, Joe, you'll be getting a promotion. I highly doubt that, but okay. That's funny. Maybe Coral's boss, maybe like the superintendent. Marylena is the superintendent's cousin. I don't know. Coral, go use the bathroom and then get something to eat. And then Joe, you need to use the restroom, and Marylena, you need to use the restroom. And then get a tray. They're talking about Bruno. You guys are gossiping about Bruno. That's funny. Justin, it's your last day of school. It's your last day of school. Don't you want to interact with your classmates? It's both Dustin and Dirk's very last day. Where's Dirk? Dirk. It's your last day also. Randy wants to give you a noogie. Randy, you're a jerk. What's your personality, Randy? You're not a grouch. I don't know why you want to give everybody noogies. I guess it's because you're super playful. That's why he wants to give everybody noogies, even though they don't like it. Look at Lucy and Alex. What are you trying to do? Who are you trying to get to, Dixie? Why can't you go over there? They're in the way? Alex and Lucy, you're in Dixie's way. Move. Dixie. Oh, you want to... Dixie wants you to give her a treat. Oh, look at those eyes! Look at her pleading for a treat. Alex is more than happy to oblige. That's so sweet. Dixie can get to all the students now, so she's going around to everybody asking them for goodies. Look at that. And then she's like, play with me. This is why we brought Dixie to school today. Oh, this is the best. We should bring Dixie or like a pet to school every Friday. We should do that every Friday. I love it. Alright, Coral, I also need you to meet Brittany. Where's Brittany? Brittany, what the hell are you doing over here? Brittany, come. Brittany just like skipped lunch and I wasn't even paying attention. Oops. Alright, well, you definitely... Alright, we need to make sure everybody goes to the bathroom, if nothing else. Chandler can use the bathroom. Bo can use the bathroom. Randy can use the bathroom. Marsha can use the bathroom. Nobody has peed! You guys! Only the people that I, like, told to pee have peed. Which was pretty much the adults. Look, now they're all trying to rush at the end of lunch hour because it's 12:40. Hey, I heard you're working in the local school career. Small world. I know a few friends that work in the local school career, and I'm going to let them know that you're the real deal, Coral. You deserve higher wages in that career from now on. That's pretty awesome, considering she's going to start getting her pension soon. Alright, did everybody pee? Forget, I don't really care if they ate as much as if they peed. Okay, good. It's 1 o'clock, so... Joe's interested in sports, and he's playing catch. Okay, well, you know what? Coral, come talk to Brittany. She's your new student. And then we're actually going to finish this class. So over here, we need to change it to class 1, and then start a classroom period for class 1. They're all doing their grade work. Actually, since today's Friday, maybe we don't do grade work. Why don't we switch this to finish class, and then we're going to do a classroom period. Clear stuck books, start classroom period. So instead of grade work, we're going to do a classroom period in here today. Let them do whatever they want, kinda. Alright, Joe, your students are in here. Come here. Greet Chandler. You already greeted Bo. And greet Brittany. And then they can be in here doing whatever they want to do in here. Alright, let's see. Dustin, you want to gain creativity. I don't know if you can do that in here. Anybody else want skill point? Alright, Ivy wants creativity and you can get charisma from this. So this skeleton over here, they can get charisma from. So Ivy's gonna come do that. And then Lucy, Marcia, Randy wants charisma also. Sorry, I already gave it to Ivy. Me. I love it. Working on her charisma with the skeleton. You can also get charisma from this, but Lucy took that. That's what they're doing today. They're practicing their public speaking for the class. Okay, what's going on over here? You want to gain fun. I'm pretty sure you can gain fun on this. Scrap it. You can't. Okay, you scrap it. Yeah, I know, Brittany. That's what you get for skipping lunch. Can you play with any of these toys? No. Here, come here. Chandler wants to make a friend. And Bo, you also want fun. So why don't you play? Where's play? Play Mary Mac. Joe, you do whatever you want. I mean, these are the children. I'm not as concerned about the children doing things that they're like supposed to do at school. That's more for the teenagers. Okay, let's see if I can get this. Here. You're gonna draw a picture of Chandler. I find it really hard to do. Oh, Brittany's like, no, I don't want to play with you. Rude. How do you expect to get your fun up then? Here, blow bubbles. Because every child... Oh, and Bo's gonna scan for fingerprints autonomously. That's cute. Good job, Bo. Okay, let's check on Dixie. Dixie's good. Dixie, are you eating the... Dixie. Dixie. Dixie is eating the human food that somebody put on the ground. Okay, Lucy and Ivy are gaining skill points. That is so funny. This is what happens when we take Dixie to school. You little stinker. You little stinker. Oh, she's loving it. Can you not get in the, she was asking people for treats and now she's eating this food. Can she not get in here? I don't know. Okay. You need to use the toilet though. Dixie, is there a bush you can use? Here, come use this bush. And then Coral, what are you doing? You're just like standing around today. Here, why don't you clean? Go clean. The kids are not really having a good time. I thought they could use these drafting tables, but I guess they can't, which means the only thing they can do in this class really is listen to a lecture or use the fingerprint scanner, because they can't use these. So I need something for kids to do in the industrial arts class. So I'm going to have to think about that. If you guys have ideas or suggestions, put them in the comments for me, but I will think about it and I will put something else in this classroom for the children to do before the next time we have industrial arts. Lucy is just killing it over here. And everybody, she's got everybody just... Dirk is really into it. I want to make sure before we end, because it is like 3 o'clock, which is about time to end school. So I want to make sure that everybody knows their classmates. So does Alex know all of his classmates? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mostly want to look at Lucy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Marcia. Because they're the ones that just joined this class. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay. Randy with the noogies. Oh my goodness. We're getting customer loyalty stars from listening to Lucy. That's so funny. Okay, it is 3 o'clock. So we are going to finish this class. We are going to finish this class. And then we are going to end the school day. So it is officially the weekend. All the students are going to despawn. And then now it's just Coral and Dixie. So Coral is still cleaning up the school. That's why we need a janitor. Brittany's walking home. Look at that. Alright, Dixie went to the bush. She used the bush. Her hygiene's a little low, but she can just do whatever she wants. Actually, here, come chew on this boy. That'll get your hygiene up a little bit. And then I'm having Coral do that. She doesn't have to finish cleaning, so what I actually would like her to do is come send a check to Angela. I dislike that the last name shows the house name, because that's what that household is called. That's not Angela's last name, obviously. Alright, you can stop cleaning now. You can come do this. This is more important. And then you're gonna go home and take a nap. Alright, so Coral is gonna use this checkbook. Coral's gonna use this checkbook, and she's gonna send 2,500 simoleons to Angela to start with. And so it says a check for 2,500 simoleons has been sent to Angela. So that will be in Angela's inventory the next time we play her. So now let's switch to Lilith. Yeah, I know you're tired, Coral. We're going to do this and then we're going to go home. So, you know. And then there's Lilith. And send it to Lilith. Maybe I should put a coffee maker. Is there a coffee maker in the staff lounge? There is. Maybe I should start using it. And now I'm also going to send some to Dirk and Dustin. So today is Friday. It's Coral's last day. Technically, they're still teenagers, but Dustin's birthday is today and Dirk's birthday is tomorrow. So pretty much their last day of school was with Coral. So they graduated with Coral. So Coral is going to send them both 2,500 simoleons. And these are because they're pre-mates and they don't have as much time. And, you know, I don't have as much time with their parents to, like, save money for them for university. So that's why we are doing this for them. Because remember, this only covers one semester, or, you know, of university. One day out of the 8 that they have to pay for. So it's really not that much. And in fact, considering how much money we have on the wall here, all these other money that the school has, we could certainly be sending them more. We could have sent all 4 of them 10,000 simoleons, and we still would have had 40,000 left. So I'm being very conservative here. And then we will send, but this is money that can only be used for education. They can't use this for something else. This can only be used for them to go to college. But Angela and Lilith, I wasn't sure if they would go to college, but Dirk and Dustin will definitely be going to college. So I'm not really concerned about that at all. But pretty much these checks are for each of them to cover the tuition for their first semester. I don't know that we will give checks to every student. We may do bigger things in the future. Maybe like we'll run a poll and be like, we're going to give a student 10,000 or 20,000 to fully pay for education. And then let you guys vote or something like that. But for now, because it's the pre-mades and they don't have a lot of skills, they don't have a lot of money to start with, that's why we're doing this. All right, so it is Friday afternoon on Coral's last day. There is still some gardening to be done. There is still some cleaning to be done, but it is time for her to head home to take a good last look at the school, Coral, because you are retiring when you get home. Ah, it's bittersweet retiring. So I will have to think who could possibly take over for her as principal. It can be a townie. It can be someone who works at the school currently. It can, be one of our playables who's an elective teacher. So I'll have to think. But yeah, we will not be playing the school on Saturday or Sunday. So for the next 2 sim days, we're going to be doing other fun things on the weekend because our students don't have school. So we'll be playing with our teens and children more in their households. We might send them out more because they won't be at school. It's like their days off from work. So see you later, Hillside General School. So it is after 4 p.m. and Coral and Dixie are arriving home. Yeah, you are exhausted, I know. All right, why don't you just come take a little nap? Cassandra, what are you doing here? What are you doing walking around the backyard? With Misty, that's very sweet, but also a little creepy. All right, Coral, actually, you know what? You have to fill Dixie's bowl, and then you can take a quick little nap. And Dixie, what's up with you? You do whatever you want, honey. We kind of ignored you, but you also got to interact with the students, so that was fun. See, look, now she knows. Look, she knows Lucy. She knows Alex. All right, Coral, come take a quick little nap. 5:30, I'll wake you up in, maybe like 2 or 3 hours. All right, so it's 8 o'clock, so I'm going to wake Coral up from her little nap. And before I forget, we are going to pay her. She earns $1,500. So we are going to get a ka-ching 1,000 and then ka-ching 500. So we have paid her. She's going upstairs to take a bubble bath. Ooh, after a nice long day. She needs a nice long bubble bath. And then we are going to have her officially retire after she gets some of her needs up a little bit. And maybe spend some time with Dixie. She wants to be the master of Dixie. So I want to work on her relationship with Angela also, because she wants 3 best friends, and she is pretty close to being friends with her. She's about halfway. And I just think that would be a lot of fun for her. She's going to be very interested in her family. She is a family sim after all. Get comfortable. Dixie's just out here chilling. She loves this big yard. Do I really want them to move in with Mary Sue and Daniel? I feel like Mary Sue would want that. I feel like Coral would want that. I feel like Daniel wouldn't mind, but Dixie has this huge, beautiful yard. I don't know that I want to take that away from her. Call. Work. So who do you guys think should be our new principal? Do you think it should be somebody who works at the school now? I mean, we have Darren, John, Brandy, retire from job. I don't think it would be Nina. It could be Joe, it could be Marylena, or it could be, would you like to retire? Yes. She is a retired school principal, and she'll be receiving a pension check of 535 simoleons daily. Very good, Coral. Very good. That's awesome. Oh, we need to put your washing out to dry. Put your washing... Oh, it's raining. So I'm about to put her washing out to dry, but it's raining. Okay, well, what I am going to do, because it's 10:30, 10:45, I'm going to send Coral to bed, but I'm going to put a couple of key items in her inventory. So I'm going to put Herb's tombstone, I'm going to put the pet food, I'm going to put her award right here from her job. I'm going to put that stuff in her inventory. That way, if she moves in with Daniel and Mary Sue, then she has all of the important things. Or if we decide to leave her in this house for another day or two, then we can just put them back. Not a big deal to take them out of her inventory. But that way she has it if we decide to move her. I'm going to think about it. I do want to move her in with them, but I don't know if I want to do it today, Friday, or Saturday. But I definitely want to do it because it will also, I think it makes sense because it will also reduce the number of households that we have to play. And we started with 8 and now we're up to like 14. So, a round takes a lot longer. Which is fine if I was playing by myself, but I'm also playing with you guys. And so I know sometimes you're anxious for certain households or to get back to the beginning of a round. Dixie woke up. Did the rain wake you up? Yeah, you're fully energized. So, I mean, the Pleasants do have a yard. We could make a whole area for Dixie outside, like where we put the bubble blower. I'm also going to put down a stay things shrub, which is a mod so that when you move out, it doesn't sell all the stuff in the house. It leaves it so that things are kind of set up. Kind of like if a family was coming to look at it, they could see what it looks like without stuff. Not that we would keep everything for the next family, but it just helps because it keeps things like the bathroom and the counters and stuff. And you can remodel if you want, but it's kind of nice. Good girl, Dixie. Good girl. If you enjoyed that episode, be sure to tap that like button, and I will see you back here in Pleasantview very soon.